Welcome, many thanks indeed for calling through on a Monday evening. Great to have you with me, lovely to be with you. I've got 4 bets for you. 2 of them are at Cork on horses that, the bookmaker's slow to get off the mark once again with these big handicaps at Cork. And I don't blame them because we're taking them to the cleaners week after week on this Irish Racing Network. And I can tell you I've got 2 big bets at Cork in very big handicaps, one in the 2 o'clock and one in the 5.25. And both of them should be around about 16 to 1, 20 to 1. And I'll be disappointed if they don't run absolute storming races. Although no form to the name and no form to go on, I do think they're going to run big races, got valid grounds for that, and I'm going to be on them for sure. Also, 2 at the meeting at Ayr, which I've got for you on Tuesday. Nice meeting taking place in Bonnie, Scotland. And I've got 2 horses trained by the same trainer, approximately priced right now at 10 to 1 and 12 to 1 in the early morning exchanges on the odds checker there, or the early evening exchanges, 10 to 1 and 12 to 1. So a nice set of bets. 4 of them all in all. I think these Irish horses are going to be 16 to 1, 20 to 1, and they say the ones up in Scotland at Ayr, the old Ayr raid, 10 to 1 and 12 to 1. Who can forget Ayr a week last Saturday when I connected with Dusky Lord at 18 to 1 to win the Ayr Silver Cup, and actually nominated the second as well for you on a horse called Woven, first and second there. Job done. And of course this last Saturday, as you well know, if you're not a regular caller to the line, you wouldn't know, but I gave 3 out of 3 at the Curragh, including an 18 to 1 winner, backed into 11, a horse called Half Nuts. So we're going back to the Cork track tomorrow in Ireland for these 2 very big prices, and I'll open up with those 2 in just one moment. And then I'll give you these horses at the meeting at Ayr, north of the border. I will say that on my private line tomorrow there is a Noah's Ark bet. That's a race where I predict the first and second in either or the reverse forecast, and I'll be absolutely gobsmacked if we don't get the winner of a race at Ayr tomorrow. I've got 2 in it, and I think they'll come home first and second, but I certainly think one of them will win. If you want to be a part of that membership club, it's all on Telegram. It's just purely £13 to the end of the year, or if you want this year and next year, the whole 15-month package, it's just £26. And you get all the information on Telegram, on your own Telegram Noah's Ark message channel, and also included on my A-game bets. And my game bets today, my A-grade bets, was Hapog, which got brought down at the last fence when would have been framed, 12 to 1 into 7 to 1. Told you all about it. Hapog in the 225 at Roscommon. One that got away, jumped the fence all right, the flight okay, just got brought down. It's one of those things, pretty annoying, upsetting, but it would have been in the frame, but just in a bit of a messy race with 2 to go and then 1 to go, got brought down at the last, having, certainly would have been in the first 4 or first 5. So one that got away would have been a winner, but can't complain. We're in terrific form. If you want to be a part of my Noah's Ark Club, I'll give you 15 months of my A-game bets as well. And I do have an A-game bet tomorrow on my private club as well. So 26 quid for 15 months or 13 quid for the 3 months. There's no doubt about it, which is the best value, but I'll leave it with you, or you don't have to join at all. You can get my bets on here, and there's plenty of winners on here. It's entirely what you want to do is fine with me. Okay, so that's the Noah's Ark bet tomorrow. There'll be 2 horses, and I think they'll come first and second. I certainly think one of them will win, and if either one wins, you'll show a profit. But I'm going to take you to Cork now, and these horses are specifically for YouTube followers. And we're approaching 1,800 viewers a day. We're trending and picking up lots of new traffic, lots of new members, and lots of winners on the line. As I say, a massive Saturday, a big Friday, and then a big Thursday. And I'm building up pressure now to really have a record-breaking end to the year. And so stick with me on here. It's free all the way. And I'll do everything I can to help you win. And don't you ever worry about that, as they say. Okay, so the 2 o'clock at Cork tomorrow is a 6 furlong handicap. Wide open affair. There's no bookmaker's odds out on it. There's 24 horse race. It's a cavalry charge and they're going right across the track. It's going to be a 6 furlong lickety-split gallop. They're going to go like the wind. And it's a very, very difficult race to analyse and to find the winner from. However, these are the sort of races that over the last few years I've come up with more winners than anybody, and generally average price 10 or 12 to 1, and so many of them have been on this channel free of charge, and I'm hoping to bag another one tomorrow for you. Number 9, it's called Conversant. Got no form to its name, trained by Dennis Hogan, who's actually having a really good run form at the moment, and this grey gelding runs off a low mark, just 55. It's dropped £5 since it's last appeared. That was at the Curragh on the 26th of March. Now, it's not had a run since the 26th of March, but I am assured the horse is ready. It's in good fettle. It's ready to go. Dennis Hogan, I think he's had 3 winners from his last 8 runners, so he's got his string in terrific shape. He's got a real promising £7 claimer on board, and this horse, it's a lovely gelding, and it's only working off a mark of 55, and it was off a mark of 66 a year ago, so it's almost a stone lower. And after he said, I've watched this race over and over again last time when it was 8th of 21 behind a horse called Mowgli at the Curragh, and it ran all right. Only got beat about 3 lengths. Just needed the run towards the end. Got a bit tired. It hadn't ran for some 7 months, and it hasn't ran since March now. However, I'm assured it's working well. I'm assured that it's a lot better than the rating of 55, and I'm assured I'm going to be on it. It's number 9 on your saddlebag, 9 on your song sheet. It's called Conversant, and it's in the 2 o'clock at Cork. So there we go, get on that one each way. Big price. I think bookmakers paying first 5, first 6, and some of them first 7. Should be 16s, maybe 20s. And, they're slow to get off the marks here. The bookmakers really don't know much about these Irish horses, but I do. And that's why I've tipped more winners than anybody at them. And number 9, I think it's got a great chance. It's called Conversant. As I say, it's not run since March, and needed the run that day as well. So it's been off the track for a long time, since last October 21, almost a year. But Dennis Hogan's got his string really firing. The horse is carrying a featherweight of just 55. It's the sort of horse could pop up, and he's also put a £7 claimer on, so it's almost like riding bareback. It's number 9. It's called Conversant in the 2 o'clock at York. Going to give you the second bet at York now, swiftly moving on to the finale, the 5.25, and then I'll give you these 2 bets at Ayr, 10 to 1 and 12 to 1 from the same stable. Stable I'm very, very, very well aware of. I can tell you that. I've had horses with this trainer myself. But let's go to Cork, shall we, for another horse that really doesn't have too much to go on, but I know a little bit more than most people about this one, and I know it's ready to pop up. The horse has got no form. It's got 5 zeros next to its name. Nil, 5 zeros. 5 zeros. No. And listen to this. Its SP, since it's been running, is 14 to 1, 50 to 1, 125 to 1, 33 to 1, and 25 to 1. And I'm hoping we can get a win out of this tomorrow. A win. The bookmakers will be paying deep enhanced places, but I'm going for it each way. Number 11, it's called Peppermint Bay. Peppermint Bay. Got young Jamie Powell claiming £7 on board, and I tell you what, used to be trained by Willie Mullins this quite some time ago. Stepping up in trip to a mile, it's going to be absolutely perfect. And again, like that other race I've just told you about with Conversant, they're going to go at quite a gallop, to say the least. Only the strong will survive. And I like this horse very much indeed. Kevin Manning's been riding it the last 4 times it's ran, and it ran off a mark of 56 last time, off a mark of 51 tomorrow, plus Jamie Powell, who's riding brilliant, really is the apprentice find of the season. I think Jamie Powell's really, really, really good jockey, and he rode half nuts, which I tipped you on Saturday, back from 18s to 11. Same jockey who rode half nuts, and who I tipped you on Saturday. He's on this one, Peppermint Bay, with 5 zeros next to its name, and I tell you, this could pop up. Don't you ever worry about that. It can win, and I'm going to have a bit each way on that one. Number 11, Peppermint Bay. It's a real big one. 21 runners go to post, and I'm on each way. 5.25 at Cork. 2 more really big price Irish bets, and I doubt you'll find them anywhere else, and no point looking, because I've got them all in my armoury, and those 2 are big prices. You don't have to have a lot on to win big money with these horses. You got big chances with me, like I did on Saturday. I give you 5 horses, 5 winners on Saturday, all each way, doubles, trebles, and accumulators. The lot come in, and these tomorrow, I tell you, you know, it could be a big lucky 15. There's 12 to 1, 10 to 1, and 2 16s, 20 chances. Fantastic chance. Let me just run back over to Ayr and give you these two horses. Don't forget, if you want my Noah's Ark Club, it's all on Telegram. 13 quid for 3 months, or 26 quid for 3 months, plus 12 more, 15 months for 26 quid. There is a Noah's Ark bet tomorrow where I've got 1, 2 in the same race. I think there'll be a forecast, and I think they'll come first and second. I do think one of them will win. I'm going to chunk them both. I am straight on the nose to win. 2 win bets on the nose, my Noah's Ark bet tomorrow. And you also get complimentary 15 months into my one and only A-game bets, which would have certainly paid out today with Hapag 12 to 1 to 7 to 1, but sadly got brought down. We know all about that. Anyway, let's go straight away to Ayr for the 140. I'm not going to talk about this too much. The 114, I beg your pardon. It's the 114. It's the opening race of the day. It's number 1. It's called Hartswood, trained by my old pal Richard Fahey, good friend of mine. Richard trained SANDROVITCH for me. Also trained a horse called Lady SANDROVITCH and one of those 2 others. But number 1, Hartswood, dropped in the weights to a mark of 80. It's really in free fall. He's given this a bit of a break. It hasn't run since July 22nd. It is ready. It's absolutely thrown in, plummeted in the weights to a mark of 80 from a mark of 84 last time up at York. It's had a break, freshened it up. Number 1, Hartswood each way. And the final bet of the day I'm going to give you is also trained by the maestro there, Richard Fahey. And it's in the 254, and I'm all over this one. It's number 6. It's called Zip, Z-I-P, Zip. Trained by Fahey. This one's ridden by Ocean James Orr, and that's Richard's go-to jockey, and I think it's going to take a lot of beating, I really do. Off a mark of 81, dropped £2 since its last run, actually £4 on turf, and has to go close. 10 runners go to post them each way. It's priced at 12 to 1. And in the 254 at Ayr, it's my idea of the winner for sure. So you've got Zip in the 254 for Richard Fahey. 114 at Ayr is Hartswood each way. And then you've got Conversant in the 2 o'clock at Cork. And 525 at Cork, you've got the old Peppermint Bay. And they are my 4 real big soldiers to go to war in my war chest bets for tomorrow, I can tell you that. All over the country, we're at Ayr and Cork. I tell you, it's a big chance. Singles, doubles, trebles, the accumulator. One thing you get with me is really big price horses. And when they connect like they did on Saturday, 5 out of 5, you can win plenty of money. I'm going for 4 out of 4 tomorrow. See if I can duplicate what we did on Saturday. Wouldn't that be special? Take it easy. Have a great day, whatever you're doing. And I'll speak to you, remember, at 6 o'clock tomorrow. And that'll be for Wednesday's action. Don't forget, join that Noah's Ark Club. I'll never tell you wrong.